Good morning. Just a little way out of Winton in Queensland, and today we're heading down to have a look at Bladensburg National Park, which is only a very short drive, I don't know, 50 odd K or something like that. But we're heading down there now to have a look. Stick around. This drive out of Winton is a tour that we got from the information centre at the Wassing Matilda Centre in town, and it's called the route of the river gum. So if you want to do it, go and get the paperwork on it from the information centre, and we'll be doing it now. This memorial cairn marks the site of the Winton Strike Camp during the 1891 to 94 shearers' strike. It's only about 8 in the morning, the sun's butting down on us already. We're forecast for 41 today out here. I'm guessing this is the new Bladensburg shearing shed. There is some ruins around here. Rather interesting. Looks like a race or something. So you reckon it's some sort of wash? It says that the original shearing shed was built in 1925, and when was it burnt down? Early 60s. It's a wool press. Gorge. That was one of the other brands, similar to the Kurtz one that we saw at Scrummy station. And all the stencils for the bales up there, as well as a bird's nest of some sort. What is that one? It's a swallow, isn't it, I think? There's the Bladensburg stencil. It's a bit hard to tell what this was. All the old signs have faded and you can't read anything on them, but looks like there's a cooker over there and combustion stove. Maybe this was the kitchen. So the ant caps on the stumps. Looks like some sort of shower, that one. It's got a drain there and a pipe up in the middle of it. Don't know what the drum is. We're just at the old Bladensburg homestead. It's at the Rangers station, same location. But, yeah, it's a very nice looking building. Check this out. And the dogs. Bladensburg homestead. Geez, it's in good nick. It's probably been preserved, but restored, yeah. We've got some pickled snakes up there. Now we left Winton this morning, drove down through here on the way through to Bladensburg homestead. Continued on, we're going to continue on along Scrummy Drive, out to Scrummy Gorge and Scrummy rock holes, and probably look out as well. Just fill in this morning, that'll keep us busy, then we'll double back and come back and finish the rest of the River Gum drive and all the way back to Winton again. There's more of those NBC bottles that we saw at Mungana a little earlier in this trip. It's the Northern Bottle Company, NBC. G'day. A 20k drive from the Bladensburg homestead, or the old Bladensburg homestead, brings you out to Scrummy Gorge, which is where we are now. We must have been here about 15 years ago, I reckon, something like that. Can't remember. How long ago did we have the patrol? Yeah, 8 years with the Pajero, and yeah, 9, probably 10 years, or 12 years ago we were here. You want to see the size of the overhang you're walking on? G'day. Oh, she's starting to get warm out here now. We're up at Scrummy Lookout, and it's the end of this drive out from the old homestead. And from here we also go through to Scrummy, I think it's a dam or a waterhole or something like that, but it's we'll go and have a look at that on the way back. John Toon, Scrummy Jack, died 2nd of January 1893. He was a boundary rider on the Vindex Bladensburg run. He drowned in this waterhole at his hut on the Vindex mountain paddock. Just walking down to Scrummy waterhole. And there's another fair bit of water upstream as well, or that might be downstream. There's no flowing, so it's pretty hard to tell. Every time I say there's not much water in the Scrummy Creek, I come across something like this. So there's a little bit of water in Scrummy Creek. This is engine, what is it, engine hole? Yes, engine hole. But there's no water in it. Well, actually there's a little bit over here, but lots of roos in it. Actually lots of roos everywhere. Yeah, not looking brilliant. Sausage rolls and the travel buddy for lunch. Well, it's getting pretty warm out here. I think the car said 39. Top today is supposed to be 41. We're at a place called Skull Hole, which was the site of an Aboriginal massacre way back in the 1800s. This does contain water when it rains, but obviously not today. It'd be good to see it falling. It'd be nice if there's some water in here. There's no cave here. Be a totally different place with some water in it. I think I better get out of here, I'm going to cook. Well, if you're in the Bladensburg National Park and you get a chance to come out to Skull Tanks, probably good to do it. This is not Skull Tanks, Skull Hole. Geez, I'm lost in South Australia somewhere. Skull Hole. So I'm just looking for somewhere to climb up here. Yeah, it's that's pretty impressive. It'd even be better if there was some water. This is going to be good if I fall. Oh, it's hot. It's got to be over 40 degrees out here now. I think it's time to retreat to the car. It's over there. See you in the air conditioning. Kangaroos have made use of the toilet shelter. It is hot out here.
There's one in the pouch coming out.
Oh, yeah, there's a little Joey there. I'm going to go and have a look. Well, this is a bough shed campground in Bladensburg National Park. It's so hot that all the roos are lining up in the shade of the trees. None of them is out in the sun. We've seen that before up near Broken Hill once. They were all queued up in the shadows that were cast by the power poles. G'day all again. I'll get away from the car, make a bit of a racket there. This is the top crossing of Surprise Creek, and I think the surprise is it's got no water in it. Now the pamphlet that we were given from the information centre said take a refreshing dip in the top crossing at Surprise Creek. Nah. 41 degrees. And this is one Surprise Creek. Richard Cragg. Currently some of his descendants still live in Winton. We're just on our way to have a look at one last one before we start heading back to Winton. It's mid-afternoon. It's probably starting to get to the hottest part of the day. We've cracked 40 easily. This one's Logan's, called Logan's Falls. I'm betting there's no falls, but we'll go and have a look anyway. Hey, this would be spectacular when it's falling. Very rocky creek down there, fair way down too. Or Logan Falls. When they're flowing, they'd be pretty spectacular. But I'm guessing that doesn't happen very often. Big gorge down here though. Well, that's the end of our day. It's 2:30. It's a bit over 40 degrees. It's stinking hot. We turn around here at Logan Falls and we start heading back up towards Winton again. I think we might get up there and just do some relaxing because it's a bit too hard to be, a bit too hot to be walking around doing these things. And here comes Michelle now.
Hello.
What do you got?
Drink.
Oh, yeah. No, non-alcoholic, of course.
Funny about that, every one I picked up was a Jim Beam can.
No, don't say that. Who drinks them?
For the hitchhikers.
Oh, fair enough. Alright, well, that's it for now. We're heading back to Winton, back to the air conditioner of the caravan. We'll see you soon.